Okay, everybody, I'm going to try this again with some sound. I apologize. I recorded that whole thing on mute. Technology gets the best of us sometimes. But this time I am going to go ahead and hopefully we'll cut some time off, so that'll be nice. Okay, so here I am. I'm in my team's homepage. I'm going to go ahead and go to my classroom. I just want to see if you can see my mouse, so that's cool. Here we are again. I have pretty much deleted the function of this class, so it looks a little weird right now. I did add back in one student that we'll go back and view from. So the initial point in which we want to go to is at the top of mine. I have already added class notebook to make it convenient. You can just hit the plus sign and add pretty much whatever you want. If you want that there to be easily accessible. Like I said, mine's already there. It's great. It's easily accessible for me and my students. Okay, so here is class notebook. I just clicked in and I'm gonna click this one again. I'm gonna click home. I would like it to go in the cool place where I want it to actually go. Okay, so I'm gonna click class notebook. I want to hit view, and I want the whole navigation in pane so you can see everything, so you can understand kind of where we're coming from. So these are all the kids that used to be in my class, some teachers, whatnot. So what I want to do at the bottom, you can see it says plus page. So I want to add a page right here. I'm going to add it to each individual student. You'll see there's a content library where I could share like a book with my students that we could all look at together, or like an announcement or something. There's a collaboration space where if we're working in groups, I can have like 5 kids work together. But for this, I want to add it as a individual, everybody's class notebook, everybody has their own. You see when I hit that add page button, it came in here, untitled page. I'm going to name it over here, and for today's sake, I'm just gonna name it Math 8-4. And now here's the fun part. I've only tried this with a PDF. So I just clicked in the empty space. I'm gonna click this insert button. I want a file. As you see, you can do a picture. So I'm gonna do a file, and I'm gonna insert file printout. As you can see, it says PDF next to it. Let's see here. I moved mine straight to my desktop just so I could find it. I thought I did, maybe I didn't. Know where you save your things at. Here we go, multiplication PDF. I'm gonna use that one. Open, insert. Voila! Here it comes. My internet's a little slow. So there it is. This one is 2 pages. The one that I shared earlier was like 200 pages, which could leave your kids scrolling. If you do have 200 pages, you could use something like I Love PDF that'll break apart your PDF, whatever pages you want. So this is here. I am going to go to class notebook, click on that. And what I want to do is I want to distribute this page. And I'm going to do, so this is where I said you could send it to one person, you could send it to a group. You know, I'm going to click individual, just so you know that you can skip over kids, you know, if you want this to be like a special work or something. I only have 1 kid in my class right now. So there, I selected that student. I'm going to hit next. And where do I want this to go? Well, I have a math channel or a math section in this notebook. So let's put it in math. And I'm sorry, I keep clicking on the right. Math. And then we're going to hit distribute again. And that's done. So I've sent that in. Hold on, it's going there. Sorry. Distribute. Okay, says it's done. Cool. Let's go home. Actually, I'm going to go back to my general page. So now that's in there. Nobody knows it's in there, but let's make an assignment out of it. So again, I have assignments pinned to the top. Easy access for me, easy access for my students. So assignments, let's go ahead and create one. we're going to make things as easy for myself and the student as possible. So let's do multiplication and I'm going to put complete and submit. Simple as that. We want to go ahead and add the resource, and instead of uploading that again, I'm going to upload mine. I'm going to click class notebook where I just put it, and click welcome, and there it is, Math 8-4. We're going to click that. We are going to attach it to make it nice and easy for everybody. We already know that we put it in math. Sometimes it's not already in there, so we're going to go ahead and use that. So let's go ahead and assign that. I didn't put a point value on it. Okay, so now I've done my part as a teacher, so I'm going to stop my share here, and I'm going to move over to student land. So bear with me. And I'm getting all kinds of alerts now on my screen saying basically you have homework or Miss Preston assigned something. So let's go ahead and share my screen on this side. So the next screen share will be via an iPad, which is what our students are using. So it is just literally sharing the iPad screen. Start, please. Sometimes it gives me trouble. Okay. Yes, everything will be recorded. Sounds good. Okay, so my iPad's upside down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into Teams. I am already, I believe, logged in as the student. No, I wasn't. I was logged in as me. Okay, so she has an assignment in her activity feed right here. You can see Miss Preston gave you an assignment, or also this assignments tab down here. Either way, we can see we are in Miss Preston's class right now. So let's see what that assignment was. And it says it's being silly. Let's do this way. View the assignment. Okay, there it is. So it says my work. Okay, it's due tomorrow. Let's do this. No points. Maybe I shouldn't do it. So I'm just gonna click where it says Math 8-4, where that attachment is. It should ideally take the student straight to class notebook, exactly where she needs to be or he needs to be. I hate it, kind of floods and I feel like it's overwhelming sometimes. So there we go. I just tapped on the section where I am. So it took my student exactly where she needed to be. So at this point, I will tell you at the top, we see home, insert, draw, and view. When you need to toggle and switch up and down the screen, you need to make sure that we're tapping view. If we try to move the screen without doing that, we're just going to draw on it. And then we have to erase everything. So view, and we can pinch the screen in or out to make it fit better. Immersive Reader actually reads the screen if there's text on there, but it generally doesn't always work with like photos. So I'm in view mode. Let's make it real good size. So now I'm going to click back over to draw. There are options. There are about 100 different colors and sizes. I love the rainbow ones. So 1 times 3 is 3. Up, put your name on the paper. Student. So I'm doing this with my fat finger. I'm not doing this with a stylus or anything on an iPad, so please forgive me. If you do not like colors, I would highly suggest letting your students know that when they are completing things like this, like, hey, let's go ahead and use black ink, okay? So I'm just doing some of these just to show you how fast really it can be done. At least for this one, there is a text box. I honestly have a little trouble with that. So I would say play around with that so that you can explain it better to your students. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I did some homework as a student. You know what? I'm done with this. I quit. And I'm going to hit back as the student. I'm going to hit back as a student. Okay, so I totally forgot. So generally in Teams, it will open up Class Notebook in a separate app. So I'm going to go back, and now here I am back at that assignment. Now that I, as the student, have completed it, I need to hit this turn in button in the top right corner right here. And now it's telling my teacher it's done. So I'm done, except, you know what, maybe I messed up. I can hit the undo turn in. I need to go back and fix something. Okay, never mind. I changed my mind. I'm turning it in. Okay. So that is student mode. The student has completed the assignment. She's good to go. It says she's completed it. So she's completed it there. She's done for today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing as a student again as soon as I find the meeting I'm in. Stop that share. Okay. And now I'm going to share as teacher again. So let's see what we can do here. Share. And that's not what I wanted. Okay. So we're sharing again. I'm the teacher. I have activity. It says, you know, the same assignment. So I'm just going to, I can click it here. I can click it here. I'm the teacher. I can really click wherever I want. So it says now one student has turned this in. Let's click on it. She's turned it in. Let's see what it looks like. Give it a minute. Sometimes the work shows up faster. Again, if they have a stylist, that would probably be great. You can see I went through here quickly. So my feedback, I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? Great job so far. Let's finish. And then, so if there was point value, I could put in like 5 of 20 or something because obviously the student didn't finish. So what I want to do, I can also like highlight something if I wanted to. I could be like, let's double check, you know, like right there. I don't like to write other work, but you can. So let's finish this, and then I'm going to go ahead and return it to the student. Ta-da. Now, if I had points here, it would automatically add it to the gradebook in Teams, so that's super cool. Now I'm going to go to the assignment, and it always takes me out because I have so many classes. I'm going to go to the assignment. It is now in the graded section. It has moved. They're all graded. All my one student in this class is graded. If the student has it and it's sent back to her, she can edit the assignment, and it'll say, it'll have my note on the side, and then she could resubmit it again. And then for me, it'll say it's ungraded again. So that is what I have for Class Notebook, and I really hope that helps you, and I hope I recorded the sound this time. So yeah, like I said, I hope that helps. Feel free to go in there and kind of play around. Thanks.